It started like any other day. August 29th, 2016. The Tromp family, two parents and their three adult children, left their home in rural Australia and vanished. No phones, no credit cards, no passports. Just a car, some cash, and a growing sense of dread. They didn't leave a note. They didn't tell anyone where they were going. And as the hours turned into days, it became clear. This wasn't just a family road trip. This was something else entirely. Something much darker. Mark and Jacoba Tromp were hard-working berry farmers. They lived a quiet life in Sylvan, a peaceful area just outside Melbourne. Their three kids, Rihanna, Ella, and Mitchell, helped out with the farm. There were no reports of family conflict, no major debts, no criminal history. To the outside world, they looked normal. But that Monday morning, something cracked. Without warning, the entire family piled into their silver Peugeot SUV and began driving north. No phones, no GPS. They left behind wallets, computers, even their pets. They were completely off the grid. And that was the first clue something was very wrong. Not long into the drive, Mitchell, the middle child, got out of the car and went home. No argument, no drama, he just left. Later, he would tell authorities that his parents had become obsessed with the idea that someone was after them, that the family was in danger, that they needed to escape. But no one knew from what. Still, the rest of the family pressed on. Eventually, they arrived in Bathurst, almost 800 kilometers from home. That's when Ella, the youngest, left the group. But instead of going home, she walked into a police station and filed a missing persons report on her own family. By this point, the case had gone public. News stations were running the story of a missing family. But the truth was stranger. They weren't missing. They were running. From there, the remaining three, Mark, Jacoba, and Rihanna, kept going. But by the next day, something changed again. Rihanna and Jacoba separated from Mark and boarded a train to Goulburn. They left him behind with the car. Later that same day, Jacoba was found walking along the street. She was confused, disoriented, unable to say where she was or why. Police took her to a hospital where she was placed under psychiatric care. Rihanna was discovered the next day after breaking into the back of a moving truck. The driver was startled when he heard noises in the back and called police. Like her mother, Rihanna couldn't explain what she was doing. She too was hospitalized. Now, only Mark was still unaccounted for. He was finally located near a dam in Wangaratta, disheveled, paranoid, and alone. Witnesses said he had been seen running into the bush, trying to evade police. When officers found him, he was visibly distressed. They questioned him, but he gave no clear answers. Only vague concerns about protecting his family. He wasn't violent. He wasn't charged, just lost. Within 5 days, the entire family had been found, alive. But the questions were just beginning. Why did they flee? What were they running from? And why did it tear the family apart? Psychologists believe the Tromps may have experienced a shared psychotic episode, a rare phenomenon known as folia familiale. It happens when one person, often a dominant figure in a close-knit group, develops a delusional belief, and it spreads to those around them. In isolated environments, like a family farm, those beliefs can grow unchecked. The fear becomes contagious. In this case, experts suspect it may have started with Mark. His paranoia about being followed spread to Jacoba, then to Rihanna, and eventually to Ella. Mitchell, the only one to remove himself early on, seemed to escape the spiral. But the Tromps themselves have never fully explained what happened. After returning home, they largely stayed silent. Mark briefly apologized to the public, calling the experience traumatic, but offered no deeper insight. They resumed work on their berry farm. Life moved on. But the mystery never really went away. Because the truth is, this wasn't a story of a crime, or a conspiracy, or a cult. It was a story about fear. About what happens when the people you trust the most begin to believe the unbelievable. And how quickly reality can slip away when fear becomes stronger than reason. The Tromps were lucky. They came home. But their story remains one of Australia's strangest modern mysteries. So what do you think happened? Was it mass hysteria, a shared psychosis, or something even stranger? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love stories like this, real-life mysteries that leave more questions than answers, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This is Digital Detectives. And sometimes, the scariest stories are the ones that never get solved.